100 grams with a protein of 0, the carbs of 10, and the fats of 0. Affectioners? Hi again, good day, welcome to my channel where I'll talk about anything recreational and motivational. Starting things up, if you like my videos, click that like button and hit that subscribe button for many videos to come. So today, I'm gonna talk about sugar. I don't want to expand about the definition of sugar. We all know what sugar is. The sweetest thing in this world, the most wanted and the most desired. However, whenever there is a good side, there will always be a bad side. What always tastes good doesn't necessarily do better. So in order for you to proceed in a goal, you must always think that what tastes good may be your enemy. Right? I am all talking about salt and sugar here. But for now, let's focus on the sweetest thing, it's sugar. Sugar was derived primarily from sugar cane and, as of today, the most sought in foods and beverages. As addictive as it can be, it is the enemies of most ketonians. Well, so much for the intro. I just want to focus on the effect of sugar in the body. Let's introduce the fact that sugar are carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the macros that most people will get overdosed of. Why is this? Because carbohydrates are generally cheap and are readily to eat from bread, from rice, sweets and soft drinks, junk foods. Sugars are also the causes of many health issues: obesity, heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood, high cholesterol, inflammation, and cavities. Sugars are what I call the bombs of the bombs. They activate the insulin of the body fastest depending on their glycemic index. So glycemic index, what are glycemic index? Glycemic index are numbers used to indicate the effect of the foods in your body, foods to your body in absorbing glucose. Rated from 0 to 100, it is 0 for most unprocessed white and red meats. 100 for condensed sugars like glucose. GI represents the relative rise of the blood glucose level 2 hours after consuming that food. The glycemic index usually applied in the context of the quantity of the food and in the amount of carbohydrates in the food that is actually consumed. A related measure, the glycemic load, factor this is by multiplying the glycemic index by the carbohydrate content of the actual serving. Well, the only thing not measured in GI is the insulin secreted by the body. In fact, two foods can have the same glycemic index, but the insulin rise in the body are different. To this regard, the topic of insulin index is entirely not included. For example purposes, I will use the food blocks to compare the values of the carbohydrates. Say a sugar, or sucrose, table sugar, brown sugar, condensed milk, all in 100 grams. So here I provide a table. The food blocks for sugar, the sucrose or the table sugar is granulated 1 cup in 100 grams with a protein of 0, the carbs of 10, fats of 0. Sugar, the for the 1 cup affectioners, the protein is 0, carbohydrates is 10, fats is 0. Sugars, the brown sugar, protein of 0, carbs of 5, fats of 0. The condensed milk, protein blocks of 1, carbohydrate blocks of 5, and fats block of 3. Honey, protein 0, carbohydrates 8, and fat of 0. Medium grain rice, 0, protein, 3, carbohydrates, 0, fats. The brown rice, 0, protein, 0 of fat. So, as we can see, the sugars are the highest carbohydrates and the highest blocks of them all. By using this food block table, in order to be convenient on what you might want to include in your diet, because you need to limit the sugar. Then again, sometimes it might not be avoidable. Let's then get to the glycemic index. So now I have another table of the glycemic index. We have the powdered sugar with a 70 glycemic index, the powdered confectioners 70, brown sugar 68, and the condensed milk 33, honey of 50, and the white medium rice of 16, brown rice 11. Now what I have said before is that the glycemic index is a number ranging from 0 to 100, and 100 is one of the fastest, can be converted to glucose and be consumed, absorbed by the body. According to this, the primary sugars, the processed sugars, are the ones with the highest, and those grains, as carbs as well, are the lowest. But if I compare this to white meats and red meats, they almost always be 0. To prevent yourself from eating these bombs, take note of the following. Change your eating habit to stressed eating. You will eat several donuts in just a day. Change your diet to a healthy one. You might avoid certain illnesses that may come to you later in life. So next, number 2 is always analyze ingredients and labels. Accordingly, you can use the food blocks better if you want to compare the foods or the carbohydrates you want to incorporate in your diet. Number 3, do not drink sugar. Sugars are commonly used to sweeten the juices, shakes, and always the soft drinks. Water is always better than sugar. Well, water has no calories. What would you look out for? Number 4, plan your meals. You can always use the food blocks. It is better that you know what to eat rather than going to the supermarket and having those cramming time. Number 5, compare the foods you will eat with food block. First, you can compare from the table I've given or the carbohydrates you want to incorporate in your diet, and because of this, you might reduce your calorie intake by using the food blocks, and as well, you can get cheaper in your food budget. There you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching my video. Tune in to another videos. I will talk about many diets and many more tracking foods and the food blocks and the calories. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Be better, track better.